Top story tonight, a major challenge in the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. His executive order that would effectively end birthright citizenship is now on hold. A federal judge in Seattle issued a temporary restraining order this morning. The judge calling the executive order blatantly unconstitutional. State Attorney General Nick Brown says he's relieved.
This is step one, but to hear the judge from the bench say that in his 40 years as a judge, he has never seen something so blatantly unconstitutional sets the tone for the seriousness of this effort.
NBC's Alice Barr joining us now from Washington, D.C. So, Alice, a lot is happening with the president's immigration agenda. Federal authorities now allowed to make arrests in areas like churches and schools. How is this a departure from the Biden administration?
Yeah, in the past, administrations, including the Biden administration, had said that some of these areas were sort of safe zones. They didn't want to see ICE officials going into churches, going into schools to arrest undocumented migrants. But the Trump administration is saying that there shouldn't be anywhere that you can potentially hide and consider, a place that you're not going to be touched. And so they're opening up the possibility that they could go into those locations to look for people. We've been hearing from community leaders in different parts of the country, some church leaders saying that if someone were to come and knock at their door, that they would certainly ask for a warrant and that they are going to still treat those areas as safe spaces and want their members to feel safe in those spaces while, of course, doing what they have to follow the law.
Another policy would target so-called sanctuary cities like Seattle. Should we expect to see additional challenges?
So this is an area where certainly President Trump has spoken a lot about sanctuary cities. It's something that he doesn't want to see, no question. And we have heard that the Trump administration Department of Justice is going to be emboldened to look into potential prosecutions against state and local officials that do not enforce this whole slew of new immigration laws that are on the books under the Trump administration. So that's one area, certainly, where they'll be looking to see if communities are not following up on these laws.
Let's talk about the president's cabinet picks. Pete Hegseth moving forward today for defense secretary. What's the consensus on Capitol Hill about that tonight?
So he passed a procedural vote today, this afternoon, in the Senate. There were all Democrats and 2 Republicans who voted against him, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska and Susan Collins of Maine. They cited concerns in lengthy letters, each of them lengthy statements about his character and about past comments regarding women in the military. And there was this new signed sworn affidavit this week from Pete Hegseth's former sister-in-law speaking about potential violence in his previous marriage, though that ex-wife has said there was no physical abuse in that marriage. That's another more recent piece of evidence that's come to light. We are expecting that the final confirmation vote is set for tomorrow or potentially early Saturday. There would need to be 2 more Republicans who would join with the 2 that have already come out against him in order for him to be blocked. And we should underline that Pete Hegseth has denied all of the allegations against him.
Alice Barr in Washington, thank you.